Hey Dad, we did a bit of a deep dive last night into the stamps of the corrugated iron and the timelines. So we've got a bit of a collection of stamps this morning. And after our little research last night, you're going to talk us through best you can of the stamps that we
morning. Yeah, I thought, we've been doing this for a couple of years now, and I thought that all these different brands were made by all different companies, come from all over the world. And after researching last night, it was a bit of an eye-opener. These are just a few that I've picked up around the yard here this morning. So there's 10 of them, 10 different things I've got here. So just walk through. John Lysart came from, he was a Pommy, and back in the mid-1800s, he started developing galvanised corrugated iron. And early on, he was importing the stuff to Australia. And then during the First World War, the demand for corrugated iron was so strong, he decided to open up a branch in Newcastle. And so about 21 was it? They started manufacturing corrugated iron in Australia, and it was John Lysart who started the business. So here we've got. We're just going to run through a little few of the things that we've got here, just to give it just for a bit of interest sake. So this is your standard blue orb, right? That was the most common one that has been made all over the country, and here you'll see there's 26 gauge. That means it takes 26 sheets of iron to make 1 inch. If you stack them flat on top of inches, they're 1 inch thick. So 26 gauge. And then you see here, that's a standard blue orb. Then he made the red orb, 26 gauge. But you see down here it says not for curving. And they were mostly used for roofing iron, right? And then I always thought that Guinea was a different company, but no, it's just a side shoot of Lysart. So you've got Lysart, Guinea, Australia, and this is a picture of St. George slaying a dragon. And then we move on to the next one, is just galvanised tinting. So it's a different brand, or it's all done by Lysart themselves. And if we have a look inside this bed just here,
because he was saying a different line. It's all under
Lysart. And if you look inside that bed, you'll see the Crown brand. Still, it's another version of Lysart. John Lysart was making this stuff in Australia. And then we'll move on to the next. Even this one here, that's Lysart. I thought these were different companies, but they're not. Then we move on to the next one, whereas it's Lysart again, different brand again. And this one here is trademark Redcliffe, which is also a Lysart brand, right? Now, if you have a look at the next one, very hard to see the next one. This is an Apollo. It's a picture of a man's head with Apollo written down the bottom.
Apollo's written there, and then you can see his
and that is
face.
god, or whatever he was at the stage,
Greek
god Apollo. Still a Lysart brand. So all these ones that we looked at so far are all by Lysart. And then the last one I found here this morning, see this one here, this is actually, you'll see on the bottom, you'll see that it's got Kawasaki written on it, Riverland Kawasaki. That actually comes from Japan after the Second World War. Apparently Japan started exporting a heap of corrugated iron after the Second World War. So yeah, it's all, this is all, since Joe and I had this chat last night, we decided to do a little bit of research. These are just a few sheets that I had lying around here this morning. So I found it interesting. I hope you find it slightly interesting as well. So thanks very much for your attention.
Oh, good, Dad. And what we found is that some sheets, they were a lot more popular, and then some are rarer because they were a smaller line.
Exactly.
And so, yeah, as we go around to the different farms, we're finding there's some common ones in like around Ungary, rural New South Wales, and then some are a bit more rarer, like the Japan.
The Japanese stuff was quite rare. And this fella here, as you can see, is quite rusty on the back. I know for a fact that wouldn't have been made in Australia. They would have had to have been made in, this is the Apollo one, would have had to have been made in England, because I know for a fact that the shearing shed is 130 years old. The farmer told me that when we got the iron off him here a couple of months ago.
Oh, yeah.
So that would have to have been made in England, that one. And probably a lot of this stuff might have been made in England and imported as well.
Because at one stage it was imported, but then...
we started manufacturing in Australia.
Yes. And because it was just so commonly used, because it was like lightweight, easy to...
Yeah, easy to use. It's affordable. Durable. Yeah. And anybody can build a shed out of corrugated iron.
Or a home back in the day. There we go.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Dad.